welcome to Mystic World. My name is Jimmy, and I'm going to walk you through on the High Arcana cards, or as they're known as the Major Arcana cards. The full tarot card is numbered 0 in the Major Arcana list. It represents a fresh start, encouraging trust in the universe sort of thing, and embracing the unknown with the abundant spirits, often making the start of a personal journey or new adventures or new chapters in your life. The actual card depicts a young male, or it can be a female, and is standing on the edge of what I can see, a mountain. Above him is a branch with a bird on it. Behind him is a little cave, and this is where he is. The cave signifies, in modern day, it means a 1 or 2 bedroom high-rise dwelling. And he doesn't like it there because it's getting too small for him or her, and he wants to move. So he's doing a new start. But where he's going to move, it's closer to a city rather than a country. And where he's moving, he will adore, because it's no longer a high-rise, it becomes a house on a street level. And he will enjoy that a lot more than a high-rise. No more food smells. And the mountains in the background indicates, although they are bare, there's no actual greenery to indicate finance or anything like that. This card doesn't actually mean finance, but it's a card that's moving in a different direction for the person you're doing the reading for, and that's very positive. Now the branch, there's no green on that, so it means it could be a winter's season. The bird is good, it means news. So he would expect maybe the movement could have a contract attached to it, maybe a lease agreement or something of that nature. And the little walkway that goes around that mountain, he's moving away from that. That was the road he needed to take. But no, he's going to jump over and go exactly where he wanted to go. So he's using his own resources to get to where he's going. So, and the little red dot at the top of the mountain is significant in as far as to say he will encounter, the higher up he goes, a few hidden problems will come along, as opposed to everything going smooth. The higher you go, the more problems you have. But this one is not a major thing. It can be sorted. The second card is the Magician. The Magician is number 1 in the Major Arcana list. This card signifies that you have all the tools, represented of course in the 4 suites, and inner power needed to turn desires into reality. The principle here is as above, so below. So this card depicts a boy. He's not an evil person, and the red indicates be a protection, but also a danger, because at the moment he's coming from afar, and he's got to a point where he needs to change directions. His road to life is not taking him forward. There's a blockage there, and the blockage is a rock, and on the rock you have the money, you have the swords, and you have other things that is telling him that he's capable of going further, but in a different direction. So he will turn around and go to his right and going up the other way. So long as he's moving upwards, it's always a good thing. It's progress, and it is good for him. But there's a fire burning near his feet, and the fire can mean a little bit of danger, But if he wants to make money, he's equipped to do that, and he's got to take some chances. Basically, what it is. It's not a major fire, but it's a little bit of a fire. And he will have to turn around. But fear keeps him from going on. He still wants to go over and straight down the other side, but he can't. The rock with the sword and the coin is blocking his way. So this is a guy that's going to have some changes in his life, and the changes are good. It's for the better. As far as health is concerned, there seems to be a bit of a problem in the knee department, especially of his right leg. Again, this issue is not current as per the card, but in the long term, that might be an issue for him. The High Priestess is the second Major Arcana card. She signifies a time for stillness, reflection, trusting your gut feeling. Your gut feeling is where your soul lies. I mean, there's a saying that says, follow your gut or your gut will tell you. Well, this is quite true, because your gut is the hard drive of your soul. When you feed your gut, how do you feel? You feel comfort, warmth, and if you don't feel it, your soul will let you know. Often appearing when you need to look within for answers. She represents mystery, secrets, and the balance between conscious and unconscious worlds. The High Priestess is also a woman that in a reading you can consider that as a second marriage. She's coming down the stairs, which means she's getting depressed, being married, and obviously at some stage there will be a separation from the marriage. And also it indicates there could be a second marriage for her, but she doesn't actually want that marriage. I think she takes the idea of being with somebody. Well, this lady needs to be watched because she's got male energy, and a man that has a male energy might not see her to be compatible. He would like a lady, you know? There's a white pillar, which they can indicate anything to do with positive attributes. And there is a dark pillar on the other side, and that's like black and white, yeah? So when you are confronted with something like that, I would not put too much trust in it. The next card we have is the Empress. It represents nurturing and fertility. She embodies femininity, energy, encouraging care, self-love, and connection with nature to bring ideas to fruition. It is a positive omen for growth in relationships, creativity, and financial prosperity. The card depicts a young lady with a nice red dress with flower bits on it. She's holding spears of grain, and it's wheat. And there's a water flowing at the back. There's some green hills, and then the hills become purpley. This card also signifies that it's a wedding card. The High Priestess can be identified as a second wedding for somebody. The Empress is a first wedding for somebody. But she's very naive. She's not as cunning as the one holding the red apple. She's very naive, very beautiful, and quite soothing when you look at her. It's very country-like, very down-to-earth. And she's a good helper, very good carer. The water means there's a lot of emotion there, but it's in the past. It's not close to her. She's on solid ground. But the other one, the purple, is a healing, which means that she's also a healer. With her type of personality, healing will just happen naturally. The Emperor represents authority and structure. And anybody that has authority and structure, people do not like that. So they become negative. It signifies a need for discipline, strategy, and taking control of one's life. Upright, it denotes leadership and order. While reversed, it can suggest tyranny or lack of control. The picture depicts an older man sitting on a throne, standing on a very narrow ground. The back is mountains of white snow, but before the mountains of white snow, he has depth. He can fall into that depth anytime. The hawk on his shoulder represents strength, and he's holding the world in his hands. Now, this can represent a grandparent that has passed away. And if he hasn't, he's got problems with his leg because he's sitting down constantly. The legs look like inflamed, and he's covered with a purple material, which indicates his whole body needs healing. He's an older man with whiskers, but his expression is good. It can be your grandmother, it can be your grandfather, but this is a message coming from spirit, which means this person might not be alive. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for watching. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell. If you'd like to send us an email, the address is spirittiger with 1 T 2026@gmail.com. Until next time, bye for now.